Today's video is going to be a little bit different from the other ones, but I feel like it's something that I've kind of wanted to share. I had a friend over the weekend tell me a Rocket League rule of thumb, and he said that it's totally cool if I talk about it and use it. And so I'll shout out Josh and for my Steam friends. I'm sure you've seen him around Rocket League. Is a competitive player and just a really nice guy. But he said this Rocket League rule of thumb, which is pretty fantastic. So there's three main parts of rule of thumb, and number one is play for trades, number two is play your percentages, and number three is starve your opponent. Now I'm not entirely sure if this is number three, but that's the number three that I subbed in. But what I mean by playing for trades is in pretty much every single competitive game in MOBAs and in first-person shooters, you play for trades. If you can if you use your offensive player to take out one of their tanks, that's a good trade because you're taking down one of their tanks, like in Overwatch or something. In Rocket League, you want to play for trades. You want to make sure that when you're hitting the ball, you're trading it to one of your teammates to hit the ball, or another trade for you to hit the ball. You don't want to just give a bad trade where you kind of hit it downfield and then someone on the other team hits it right back to you, because that's not a good trade. That's just a 1-for-1 trade. You want to have a 2-to-1 or 3-to-1 trade in your favor, because then that puts you on the offensive foot. It gives you the offensive pressure. You want to make sure that you're looking and playing for trades. Now what I mean, how you do that is kind of looking for redirects, which I talked about in my redirects video, looking downfield and trying to play your clears and your teammates and playing your hits into your teammates, whether it be off the backboard for a rebound, watching a rebound video, or anything like that. Just making sure you're able to play for trades and play for your other teammates. Second one is play your percentages. If you have 20 boost and the ball is by the ceiling and you see the opponent go up, there's no reason for you to be going up for it. Play your percentages. Drop back, grab some boost, regroup with your team, get ready for a good push down the field, playing for trades off each other's clears, having full boost and getting a nice offensive pressure and having a nice little series of shots, and will probably end up resulting in a goal instead of going up a 20 boost and mindlessly just wasting all the boost that you have, taking a player out of position, giving them all the pressure. Just make sure you're playing your percentages, because that will lead into playing for your trades. So the third part here, what I mean is starve your opponent. Now there are a couple different ways to starve your opponent. You can do it by boost starving, you can do it by demoing, you can do it by bumping. Basically anything to get your opponent on the back foot. So if you're pushing up with your team, don't be afraid to go forward a little bit more and bump one of the goalies, or if you just go up for an aerial and you miss it, make the most of the situation and try to steal their 100 boosts. Make sure that you're able to starve your opponent of your boost, starve your opponent of their position by bumping and by demoing. There's so many times that you watch pro players going in for a demo and they hit it, and then someone comes in, cleans up the easy free goal. Demos are huge, bumps are huge. Rocket League is a contact sport. There is nothing wrong with bumping or demoing. As annoying as it is, how frustrating as it is, demoing and bumping is a part of the game. It's something that should be utilized by every player to give themselves any type of advantage that they can. Boost starving doesn't just include the 100 boosts down on their end or at mid. Obviously, I believe there's 6 100 boosts throughout the entire on a standard map, 2 on each side and 2 in the middle. Make sure you're picking up those 12 boost pads as well. Even if you have to boost a little bit to pick them up, definitely you go ahead and steal those when they're on their side, and you're just kind of running around going for bumps, going for boost stealing. Make sure that you're starving your opponent. So that's kind of the Rocket League rule of thumb. There are 3 main parts of the rule of thumb. Play for trades, make sure you're clearing into your teammates, make sure you're passing into your teammates, playing off rebounds. Play your percentages, make sure that you have the amount of boost for your percentages to play. Like if you have more boost, you have a higher percent of hitting the ball. So make sure that your stealing boost will allow you to play your percentage a little bit more and will more consistent, more aggressive. And starve your opponent of their boost to lower their percentages and ultimately raising yours. Starving boost lowers the percentage of the other player's ability to make a trade, raising your ability to make a trade, and raising your ability to make a play. So make sure to keep these 3 main points in your head when playing games, and I am sure you will see your play style increase, and you will see your team play and team composition rise to the roof as you start playing for passes and playing for redirects. Make sure to watch the video on redirects and rebounds to put your awesome shots and passes away. Thank you guys so much for watching. You have an excellent rest of your day. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button. It really means a lot. Show support. I stream almost every single night. Go hit me up there. Have a great rest of your day, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time.